Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Ebony Collective. So, in this one, I want to talk about why a soft life is actually expensive and what you can actually do about that. So, let me get right into it. Now, on the internet, we hear all about soft life, soft life, soft life, and how amazing it is to live in your soft girl era and to live a soft life and to be in your feminine state and your feminine era and living your feminine energy. But what does that actually mean? Because when we're living a soft life, that actually means that you're able to go out when you want to, probably not have to work as hard as you used to, spend those times when you used to work, you can do activities that you actually like to do, that you enjoy. So you get to go to the gym at 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, you get to have brunch, you get to beautify yourself, get your nails done, your hair done, skincare products, etc. And all of that requires money. So when we're talking about living a soft life, it also requires having more money to be able to fund your soft life. And I'm all for a soft life. I believe that everybody should be living a soft life, especially women and young women. I think that in the society that we live in now, it's very fast paced. It can be very stressful for some people, and that can be very tiring and very draining. And especially as women, and if you're a mother, it's even more pressure on yourself because not only do you have to focus on your work, but you've also got to step into mum mode. And that is a full-time job in itself, literally 24 hours a day. Plus, you've got that added pressure of society telling you that you need to look a certain way, you need to take care of yourself, how important self-care is for women, how important making time for yourself, is a necessity. But where do you get that time if you're working 30, 40 hours a week on top of being a parent? And even if you're not a mum, ladies, where do you fit that time in to be able to do all of those things, as well as being able to have your downtime, being able to have your rest time? And that's not even including if you're being invited out on the weekends and you're socializing. Like, we all need to rest, we all need to recuperate. It's part of making sure that we can, step into our feminine state, that we're not overworking ourselves, that we're not burning ourselves out. And one of the things that I've seen in relation to this soft life and soft girl era is that a lot of people are promoting it, but they're not actually telling you the real facts. And the real thing behind it is that requires you to have money. So if you're going to step into your soft girl era, if you're going to step into your feminine state, if you like to pamper yourself, for example, if you want to keep healthy and start eating healthier foods and going to the gym or working out, doing Pilates, yoga, whatever your interests are, you have to pay for that. And that's one of the things that I really thought about and sat back and was like, actually, this is an area where a lot of women are going to struggle, because you're going to see that pressure of having to always online. You're going to see having that pressure of having to step into your feminine energy and be a feminine soft woman. But then nobody's actually telling you that, yes, these things require money. And maybe it's because people think it's just common sense, or maybe people don't even think about it. But when I actually wrote it down for myself and I started to step into my soft girl era and started taking more care into my self-care and putting more time into it, the added cost, if you write all that down, for me to get my hair done, my nails done, my manicure, my pedicure, the gym membership, then I was looking into Pilates that I want to start doing. Those memberships are expensive. And the only way, ladies, to combat that is to make sure that you are tapping into not just relying on your income that you get from your job every single month, but actually start looking at ways that you can make more money, because you will always be stuck on the same income. Even if you get a promotion at work, it's not going to be a huge promotion where you're going to be left with a real good excess amount of money at the end of the month. Even after your promotion, you're probably going to end up with couple £100 or dollars extra. And really, that's not even enough for the amount of work that you probably put into your job. So I sincerely promote women to really start stepping into their soft girl era, their soft woman era, but also making sure that they can fund it to a point where they're not taking out loans, they're not getting into debt, you're not using your credit card to fund this lifestyle, that you're doing it authentically. And what I mean by that is that you're able to still have your job if you're working, whether it's full-time or part-time, but you're also looking at ways that you can make extra money, passive income, that is going to be able to fund part of this lifestyle. Now, not all of that money should go into just your self-care. Obviously, be responsible, ladies. If you can start making or building a business on the side and it is bringing you a lot of success, don't just spend it all on self-care or clothes or bags, shoes, etc. Like, let's be responsible here. Let's make sure that we're also tapping into building and investing and looking at ways to save money or moving your money around so that it is bringing you back even more money. But at the same time, you have to, and I I say this from the bottom of my heart, like I really mean it, ladies, to be a feminine woman, to be in your soft woman era, you have to be able to fund that. And I would not, the one thing I hate to see is women funding this through debt. Let's move away from that. Melanin ladies, my ebonies, let's move away from thinking that we have to keep up appearances. And the only way to be able to do that is by utilizing resources that are literally going to keep you stuck. Now, there's good debt and bad debt, but in this sense, I'm talking about the bad debt. Start a business, start a side hustle, start something that is not going to take up too much work further down the line, that you can start generating and making passive income and passive money, because that is going to be the thing that is going to be able to fund your lifestyle, plus propel you to new heights. It's going to bring in new opportunities for you. It's going to open new doors for you because you've been able to generate more money that is then opening up more opportunities. So yes, I want all my ebonies to live a soft girl era. I want all my ladies to live in their feminine energy, but you have to think logically, be intentional now. You might have to put in the extra work at the beginning, but those fruits are going to surpass you. Like, the outcome of what you can achieve from starting a side hustle or to work on that business that you've always had in mind, but you've just been overthinking it to the point where that you've never even started it. Now is the time to actually remind yourself of the reasons why you're doing that, the reasons why you're tapping into having a side hustle and doing all that extra work at the beginning. Is because it's going to benefit you in the long run. I, for example, have focused a lot. I work full-time, ladies, and I can tell you that working full-time is draining. It's draining, it's tiring, it's taxing. You've got to show up to work and kind of engage with people that you might not necessarily even want to even talk to that day, but you've got to put a fake smile on it regardless of how you're feeling. And for me, that lifestyle is not where I'm at the moment. And I know a lot of women go through that same feeling. The lifestyle that I'm in at the moment is being authentic to myself, is living a life that I can get up and plan each and every single day what I do and not have to account to anybody else. But I knew that I had to put in that extra work at the beginning to be able to get there. And I always kept in mind my why, in quotes. So if you lose focus or if you overthink things, make sure you remind yourself of what is the reason why you're doing this. What is your why? Write it down, ladies. Script it. I'm a fan of scripting. I'm a fan of journaling. I'm a fan of visualization. Like, start tap into that new version of you. Become her before it's even manifested. Write this out like a script, that even though it's not here yet, it's going to happen for you. Your soft girl era is coming. Your feminine state, your feminine energy that you long for, that you pine for, is literally so close. But you have to be intentional with your actions. You have to be intentional with your thoughts. You have to be intentional with your time. Put in the work at the beginning so that you can get to that soft girl era. Because trust me, ladies, and I know you know this, living a soft girl era is taxing. Living a soft girl era in terms of money is expensive, or it can be expensive. Now, if you're one that you can, work around that and you can create products and you can create natural products yourself, go for it. But I know the average woman is not doing that, and they tend to go to different people to fulfill different services for them. For example, your hair, your nails, facials, massages, things like that. You're going to different people, which costs money, and rightly so. It should cost money. People need to get paid for their services. But by being able to afford that, I'm telling you, start a business, start an online business or start a service-based business, whatever you can tap into, whatever your passion is, whatever that thing is that you've been overthinking to the point that you haven't even started, start it. This is your time to start. This is your time to take action and get things moving. It's never going to be the right time to start. But if you want to live that soft girl life, if you want to be in your soft girl era, then something has to change. And without overstretching yourself and trying to budget and cut back on things from your daily income, why don't you just say to yourself, no, I want to live this certain type of life. Therefore, I need to make more money, because living a soft girl life is not cheap. So if you need to make more money, the option probably is not going to be to get another job. So what you need to do is try to find a way of building a business that you can build up. Online for me is the way, because you can do it anywhere. You can tap into it anywhere, everywhere, whatever time, day or night. Your business can run automatically in the background. I've received sales in my business because I do digital products. I've received sales in my business where I'm at the doctor's and I've checked an email and seen that someone's purchased a course, or I'm just sitting on my sofa watching the news and someone's made an order, because all my systems have been set up in the background to be able to fulfill it without me having to do anything, because I did the work at the beginning. My ultimate goal is to live a soft girl life, to be a soft woman. I don't want to be a masculine woman. I don't want to be in my masculine era. That is not what I'm about. And I know a lot of ladies are also feeling and thinking the same thing. So please, ladies, consider it. Don't take this for granted. This is the time to tap in, to do the work, to be in your soft girl era. Remind yourself of your why, the reasons why you're doing it. I'm sure it's not just about being in your soft girl era. I know a lot of people have other things that really drive them, and really hone in on that, stick to it, remind yourself of that, so you can keep that momentum going for yourselves, ladies. My ebonies, I want all my ebonies to be in their soft woman era. Masculinity is not the way forward, trust me. And even by being in your soft girl era, you will attract, if you're looking for a partner, for example, you're going to attract a partner that's going to fulfill that area of being a masculine man. You're going to attract men who can sense your energy is much more softer, is not as what's the word that people are using, it's not so intimidating for people. And even in friendships, you're going to attract a certain type of friendship from people, because the energy that you're giving off is completely different to the one that you may have now. And that's what it's all about, is attracting more fulfilled friendships, fulfilled relationships, attracting people who are actually meant for you in your life, not attracting toxicity because people are sensing a different energy from you. And if you need any help with this, I'm all here. Tap into my digital products, my affirmations, daily affirmations that you can say, my scripted tools. All the descriptions are below. And if you're interested in starting an online business, or you already have a business and you want to really develop and hone in on your brand, then the ultimate branding course is for you. Again, all the information is below, and you can look at the sneak peek, which is free. And that would tell you more about the ultimate branding course. But trust me, ladies, this is the time to tap in and get focused. We want you to live a soft girl era. I want you to live a soft girl era. And I want you to be able to maintain that without putting yourself in any type of debt or any type of negative situations, to be able to live that type of life. Like, go after it yourselves, do the work at the beginning, and you will see success further down the line. Trust me on this.